Mr. Hearst.
They're gonna need people who honor words, give them voice. There's a golden age coming when all the world will be a stage. And you, perhaps, they're Shakespeare.
Oh, I wouldn't have thought you'd be that keenly interested in the honoring of words. Good evening. Name?
Mankiewicz.
I'm sorry, what was
Mankiewic, and out of nowhere, a Z.
How's the leg?
Thigh bone's connected to the hip bone.
Excellent. Ready and willing to hunt the great white whale?
Just call me Ahab.
60 days, and then we can noodle.
Nothing like a good noodle.
We see a different kind of Paramount picture.
Tell him about the finale, Charlie.
Oh. Well, the rain turns to sleet, puts out the fire, and entombs the monster in solid ice.
Thunder, lightning, blood, fire, religion. That's director proof.
I know you.
Well, what's at stake here?
I need a favor, but you're gonna have to promise you won't laugh.
Given the state of the world, a tall order.
I'm being burned at the stake, and I am dying for a Siggy Boo. There.
The narrative is one big circle like a cinnamon roll, not a straight line pointing to the nearest exit. You cannot capture a man's entire life in 2 hours. All you can hope is to leave the impression in one.
I love the old guy, Mank. Maybe I didn't always, back when he was my social security.
I hope, if this gets made, you'll forgive me.
And I hope, if it doesn't, you'll forgive me.
$1 million a year we spend on stories we never even film. Why not? I'll tell you. They don't make me cry. What makes me cry? Emotion. Where do I feel emotion? Here, here, and here. If you just give people what they need to know in an emotional way, you can expect they'll do the right thing.
I think what you mean, if you keep telling people something untrue, loud and long enough, they're apt to believe it.
You don't much like man.
If I ever go to the electric chair, I'd like him to be sitting in my lap.
I've never been fired.
I've never not been fired.
I don't get fired.
It's not as unpleasant as you might imagine.
Ah, nerds.
What is that?
Pops' radio phones. Never ever be out of touch with your empire.
No. What's nerds?
Nerds is Brooklynese for nuts.
Jeepers. Summer.
Inez, you are not to let the brothers Marx wait in my office ever. They've been grilling hot dogs again.
So I vote for Comrade Upton. His system works in Russia. Why not here?
What'd you think?
Truthfully, Shelley, if the performances were any better, you'd be ashamed of yourself.
Only half of them were actors. It's got that raw newsreel feel, hasn't it?
But it isn't news, and it isn't real.
If I could, I'd share with everyone. You know that, Mank. This Upton doesn't know a thing about the real. Nobody makes a monkey out of William Randolph Hearst!
Why aren't you contributing to MGM's anti-Sinclair fund? I was taught by my parents to be straightforward, to ask simply for what I want and expect that I may have to elucidate my position.
Well, I was encouraged by mine to use my imagination, but I taught myself to avoid the consequences.
It's $10, Mank.
Why, it's a puffed-up, sharp-tailed, red-ruffed magpie.
Anybody seen anything good lately?
I just saw 42nd Street. It blew my wig.
How do you like the Mojave?
God's answer for drunks and reprobates. Perfect place to dry out.
I've raised your kids kosher and all but by myself. I've put up with your suicidal drinking, your compulsive gambling, your silly platonic affairs. You owe me, Herman. Don't ask me to give you poor Sarah's seal of approval.
Why do you put up with me, Schnurz? My movie star looks or my diplomat's charm?